Hello everybody, my name is Uber and I welcome you in MediEvil Ressurrection, one of my favorite games. And there are many different aspects of this game that make it so high on the list of my favorite games. For sure, the story, the graphics, the soundtrack, voice acting, and so on and so on. There are many different things that I love about this game, but it wouldn't be interesting to talk about it. Let's go with the game, but before that, I would like to talk to you a little bit about the history behind the game. Why we have MediEvil Ressurection? Well, in 1998, there was a game called MediEvil that introduced this story of Daniel Fortescue, knight that fought with evil sorcerer Zarok. And, well, the legends say so that he killed Zarok. He led all this army of knights and defeated Zarok. When in reality, it looked like that he was leading that army, but he was struck down and killed by the first arrow that was fired in that battle. But legends said that he was a hero. And 100 years later, after his death, evil sorcerer Zarok returns and casts a spell that awakes his undead army. But unwillingly, he also revives Dan. And this is where we are coming in with first game MediEvil. And this is a very interesting game, but for sure a little bit older. Then we've got MediEvil 2. So it continues the story of MediEvil 1, and it is set about 500 years into the future. I mean, into the future of Dan, 500 years after the events of first game. And it is taking place in London in Victorian era. And it's also very beautiful. There's also romantic story in that. And it's just very, very cool. And it came out in 2000. Then in 2005 we had MediEvil Ressurrection. So it was not remaster. It wasn't remake. It was more like reimagining of the first game, with better graphics and so on. And, well, the first two games came out for PlayStation 1. MediEvil Ressurrection came out for PlayStation Portable. And this is the game that I love, that I am talking about, and that I will be playing. Now, in 2019, after so many years of waiting, there was another MediEvil game, but it was another reimagination. Well, it was more about like remake of the first game that we had. So that I will also play, but not right now. Today we are focusing on MediEvil Ressurrection, the second attempt at showing the history of Dan Fortescue and his fight against Zarok. So enough of that. Few technical things that I would like to point out. I'm emulating that game. So there might be bugs, there might be crashes. In fact, I'm recording that after recording few episodes, and I already had problems, crashes, and so on. I had to redo a few episodes, but it doesn't matter. Also, there will be few visual glitches, but don't you worry about it. And also, those episodes will not be 1 hour long like I'm used to doing. Those will be a little bit shorter, just to keep them like one episode for one level, because I think that it will be a little bit better for than telling you the story, right? For showing you. And for example, if you would like to see my walkthrough of the game, if you got problems with walking through one part of the game, one level of the game, then you can just watch that episode, right? You will know where to go. Also, there's another reason. I will be very lazy with that, and the titles of the videos will be just the name of the level. So yeah, that's it. That's it for me. Let me show you the game.
In a time long ago, there was a kingdom called Gallowmere, a land where the people were happy, war was unknown, the children were polite and helpful at all times, and not just when mooching for chocolate. The monarch of the realm, King Peregrine, was wise and just and, all in all, a bit of a decent chap. Fond of philosophy, literature, and pictures of kittens in bonnets. He was an enlightened ruler. But he had among his retinue an official court magician, a brilliant but unscrupulous man by the name of Zarok. Instead of confining himself to the horoscopes and balloon animals for which he was employed, Zarok began to conduct horrific experiments on the bodies of the dead. Of course, people often get quite sensitive about their deceased loved ones, so it wasn't long before the king found out and had the sorcerer banished from the land. Zarok skulked away into the wilderness and busied himself by perfecting his experiments, seething with rage and practicing his diabolically evil laugh. At last, with an army of demons at his command, he set off to bring Gallowmere under his foul dominion. The captain of the Royal Guard, Sir Daniel Fortescue, led the militia into battle against this unholy horde. Songs are sung to this day of how he spearheaded the charge deep into the accursed multitude, how the invaders fell before him like wheat before the scythe, and how at last, though mortally wounded, he fell upon the infernal sorcerer and destroyed him utterly. True, these songs don't have particularly catchy choruses, but people cared less about chart success in those days. And so it was that Daniel Fortescue went down in history, the hero of Gallowmere. And there came upon the land a time of peace, harmony, and quality wines at affordable prices. The tranquility was to last for 100 years, but then the sorcerer returned.
Okie dokie Uber, thank you for that beautiful introduction. Now I would like to show you what the main menu looks like, exactly like that. We've got nice skeleton pointing us to what we are choosing and so on. I would like to point you to two things. First of all, cutscenes in this game were made for PlayStation Portable, which is because this game was made for PlayStation Portable, right? And I can enhance a little bit how the game looks and so on, but I cannot do it for cutscenes, so they might be a little bit lower quality. Also, I would like to tell you a little bit more about the length of these episodes. There are two factors determining that. First of all, I would like to keep them, I'll keep each episode about one location. Second of all, I would like to keep them shorter, so that is very nice with just what I said about. Oh, god damn it! This is what I've been talking to you about. It is just going back to that introduction. I would like to keep this episode shorter because this emulation that I'm running right now can crash, and is crashing because I am trying to record this episode for the second time. So that is also why I would like to keep those episodes shorter, but I would try, for example, to post 2 of them for each day or something like that. We will see how it will look like. But right now, let's go with new game. I will shut up right now.
Dan's Crypt. The best place to go if you're looking for a dead Dan.
Oi, you! Fortescue! At last! Come, get up! We got things to do! Hey, hey! Easy, my friend. In my culture, we treat the guests with courtesy, especially if they stop by for 100 years. Who am I? My friend, you should feel honored. Usually the corpses, their skulls are filled with just the worms. Instead, you get I, Al-Zalam, glorious genie of the Sultan Prince Razim the Ribald, noble protector of... You doubt me? I see it in your eye. Well, it is true. With genies, usually we are trapped within the lamps. That is bad. Very oily for the skin. But far worse, let me tell you, is when evil sorcerer tricks you, traps you inside skull of cowardly knight. Oh, the smell! It is mustier than a Saracen's jockstrap. You imply that I lie. In my culture, that would earn you 50 strokes of the cut. And we are allergic to cuts, so that is a terrible punishment. But fine, if you're too busy with the being dead, we just sit back and watch Zarok destroy Galomir once more. Oh, you remember Zarok at least? Yes, that madman is back from the exile. He has mastered the dark magics, has been waking the dead, turning good men evil. He turns this land bad quicker than tub of yak's cheese next to warm radiator. Why you back among the living? His magic. Or perhaps fate. Fate gives you chance to redeem yourself. Make amends for your cowardly death. Huh? Yes, yes, I was there that fateful day. I saw you hanging back, pretending to tie your bootlaces, and getting hit by first stray arrow. Ah, never believe on publicity. You just a big coward, buried as big hero with poor genie still trapped inside his head. Come on, I know you are tough guy deep down. We can work with that. I will be guide. Maybe this time we truly defeat him. His men killed you. His magic cursed me. Together, we squash that creepy cockroach. Free me! Turn you into a real hero, eh?
Well, 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 he's back. Old Sir Daniel Fortescue, the hero of Gallowmere, rendered eyeless and lifeless by the first arrow, rendered heroic by the mists of time. It's amazing what good PR can do. Now the fickle finger of fate has given him a second chance. A chance to make good his ignoble past. A chance to defeat Zarok and live up to the legend. If I had any breath, I wouldn't be holding it. Anyway, many of my stony kind reside in Gallowmere. We may be woken with a gentle nudge, not with a kiss. Please, don't try the kissing thing. We don't have affectionate natures.
Okie dokie, that was nice. I always like cutscenes in this game. And as you can see, our first weapon is our own hand. Holy shit, that's cool. Okie dokie, look at that. In Gallowmere you can find many books that are describing many things. For example, the story and so on. Those books are only describing to you the game mechanics and so on. Let's grab this health bottle that is giving you additional health.
I never had you down as a reader. You use a monocle, right?
And those books are giving you a little bit more knowledge. For example, that one is giving you more information about the monsters that we will encounter. But you can only get entry on each monster after you beat that, so that's something worth noting. Okay, let's grab our first sword.
Ah, a training room, eh? Nice decor. Early macabre.
Okay, the first one is only wooden sword, so it's very shitty, but screw it.
The claw of the rune gate and open sesame.
Okie dokie, that is a good idea. Let's see. Okay, something important to show you also. Right here, we've got all the weapons that we can get in our adventure. So, quite a lot. And also, I would like you to remember this wall. We'll return here later. Those gates require rune keys that we just grabbed near that lava. So let's give it. And of course, each gate has corresponding key to that. You cannot just use whatever key.
Ah, a beautiful map of Gallowmere. This will help us get around the realm.
I forgot to take that gargoyle, to attack that gargoyle. Screw it, we'll do it later.
The graveyard. You wouldn't catch me digging graves in my yard. Spoils the ambience.
Yeah, for sure. Okie dokie, let's just continue. As you can see right
Zarok
there.
is very close by. Maybe at Cemetery Hill, which lies just beyond this graveyard.
As you can see right here, we've got our first real sword.
Real shiny stabby sword. Let's try it out.
Yeah, that will be for sure a little bit better than that wooden sword, right? Okay, let's get some zombies. Nice. Okie dokie. Alright, there we cannot really go right now. Because we cannot just go there, Doug. It's locked by Lord Zarok. Oh shit. Okie dokie. Let's see.
Welcome back to Gallowmere, Daniel. The stinking dead have risen up to dance with the lifeless living. Have courage. These are truly strange and terrifying times. Blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Now get out of here. You're blocking my view.
Okie dokie. So let's continue. Let's not block his view. Look at those little hands. Oh. Okay, and that's it. That's all you've got for me. Later we'll be able to kill them. But it is just giving you like 1 coin or something like that. So I don't know if that is worth it. Nice. And sometimes those zombies are just wandering into the water and you are just getting free souls, because we are collecting souls in this game. You've got to collect 100% in order to, well, beat the level in full way, and you need a lot of those chalices. Okie dokie, let's continue. We've got another rune key that we'll use in just a moment. We've got also fat zombies, as you can see. So, you know, high variety of them. Nice. Let's continue. There will be 1 more zombie in here. Or 2 more even. Let's go. And another one, so let's go with them. Hello, hello. Thank you. Okie dokie, nice. Here we'll grab our first real range weapon, but I don't really like those throwing daggers, so screw them. Let's grab that hell vial. Let's use that rune key. Nice. Let's go for the fat one. Let's go for those guys.
A club! Huh, you can like it or hate. Maybe just club stuff real hard.
What is important about club is that it has limited durability, and also it is worse than the sword. So very, very shitty. So generally you are only using that for destroying those rocks and also catching fire. As you can see. With swords it just takes 2 hits to kill that zombie, and with that club you have to use it 4 times. So a little bit more.
But like goat's milk at bachelor party, they don't last forever.
Nice. I love Alzalam voice acting and his comments in general. Of course, voice acting for Dan is also very, very good. But you can't really distinguish words for that matter, but screw it. Okie dokie, right now we'll be out of zombies coming for us. Let's go. Hello, hello guys. Okie dokie, that is a very cool sequence. Because there are so many zombies, especially when you've got later better weapons, you are going back through that location. It is a little bit nicer. Okie dokie, because you can repeat those levels, I forgot to tell you. Now, very interesting game mechanic. You can use that stone lady for triggering different gates, for opening different gates. And that will come in handy later. And here we got red gargoyle. So before we met yellow one. Yellow one serves only the purpose of telling the story or something about the location. Red ones are merchants.
Hello, stranger. What can I sell you today? A nice bit of schmatter?
And there is nothing really that I would like to buy right now. So screw it. Okie dokie, and let's keep on hitting her. Here we got chalice. Okay, let's read a little bit about it. Oh, come on. Okie dokie. And each chalice that we are getting is, well, it is not affecting our ending or something like that. It is just giving us access to Hall of Heroes. When with each visit we are getting new weapon. So something important to note. Okie dokie, we don't want to go there right now. We would like to go here. Nice. And now we've got to go all the way back. So let's hit her a few more times. Nice. Okay, let's destroy him. Okay, we cannot go there right now, so let's change our weapon to club. Destroy that lock. Change back to sword. Let's go, baby. It is important to know that not only zombies don't really like water, as you can see, but also Sir Daniel Fortescue also isn't really a good swimmer. And if you fall into that water, well, you are just dying. So very, very shitty. We cannot open that up yet, but we can learn a little bit about this location.
Beyond these gates lies the exit to this cemetery, but the gates are locked. You didn't think you'd just breeze on through here, did you? You did? Ha! Oh, my aching sides, ha! Guess again, cranium face. The dreaded glass demon, lord of the hilltop mausoleum, has the key. Go ask him for it, you sap.
Okay, thank you very much. Those gargoyles are always really nice for us. With those chests you've got to watch out, because sometimes they contain explosives. Or those weird spells, I don't even know how to call it. I will show you that when we will venture into one, but for right now I cannot really explain it well. Okie dokie, let's go. Now we've got to jump down here. Hello, hello guys. How are you doing? Of course we can also use our shield. Right now we can block a little bit of damage if you just fall down. Nope. Okie dokie. Let's go. Now it would be wise to jump right here, because there is a lot of gold in here. There's another zombie right here. Nice. I'm sorry if I'm going a little bit too fast, but I already played this game so many times that, well, I pretty much remember how to do everything. Or maybe, okay, maybe not, that is not true, because I played this game last few years ago, so I might have forgotten about something. And look at that, we'll return to this location with that key, but it will be happening later. Now we are getting out. Let's jump through. Hello, hello.
barracks beyond these gates, meeting with the demon from the mausoleum, hatching evil plots, and generally being naughty. If I were a failed one-eyed warrior, I'd make myself scarce, mate.
Okay, screw you, we are still going.
The Hall of Heroes. Bring the kids. It's like a theme park with a whole cast of lovable, heavily armed friends.
Welcome, O undernourished one, to the Hall of Heroes, where the bravest warriors from history spend eternity feasting, arm wrestling, and singing out of tune. If they think you're worthy, you may be able to persuade them to give you a new weapon. In your case, you'll be lucky to walk away with a spud gun. Now move it, Twiggy.
Okie dokie, so let's get our first weapon from Hall of Heroes. And each one of those heroes is, well, different. You will see what I mean.
Captain Fortescue, does the battle go well? A temporary setback, I'm sure, sire. Gosh, they were merry times, slapping our thighs, downing beakers of bitter shandy, and the battles, ooh, they were fun too. How I wish I could help you in some way now. But hold! Oh, you could take my crossbow. I used it at the Battle of Gallowmere. After you were slain, I shot Zarok's champion, Lord Cardok, a clean kill, sir, right through the eye at some 300 yards. Not that there's anything clever about shooting someone in the eye, sir.
Okie dokie, we found our first weapon, crossbow. It is a very cool weapon. Let's get out of the Hall of Heroes. And I would like to go back to Dan's Crypt, because, as I said, you can repeat those levels.
Dan's Crypt. The best place to go if you're looking for a dead Dan.
And I would like to show you that we can access something, but it is not changing anything right now. With that mace, with that club, we can access this location.
It's your mummy done. What? Suddenly I can do no joke.
But and there's chalice in this room, but to access that we need shovel, because it is hidden right here. But I wanted to show you that we can go here right now, and that there is no health bottle here, but there is health vial. So it is a good location for restoring your health and grabbing a little bit of money.
Ah, a training room, eh? Nice decor. Early macabre.
Because right here you've got always chest.
Place it in the claw of the rune gate and open sesame.
So yeah, you can just do it over and over. For example, if you got very low health and you know that there will be hard fight coming for you. So it's something worth noting. Let's go with that gargoyle.
So, you're set on finding Zarok. The Master, as he likes us to call him, leaves a sulphurous green ether as he passes through the land. Seek out this whiffy trail, and you may be sure you're on the right track.
Okie dokie, let's get out. And that will be it. So right now we've got our first chalice, we've got our first weapon from Hall of Heroes, so very, very cool. Next one will be Cemetery Hill, and that was interesting. We have got our first glimpse at what Zarok looks like other than that cutscene. And oh boy, the level after that is just beautiful. But that will do it for this episode. I would like to thank you all for watching, and of course, see you in the next one. Bye bye.